So we are carrying, it's got another Tarmac, and got it on over the shoulder. Take the barrel cages off. I don't recommend doing this, it's a little bit dangerous, but this is also the wheels in the back here. So rubber tubes and Durianrider C24s. Rim brake deals for the win. Got this for $1,000 off Facebook Marketplace. Local rider Shane. Cheers Shane for the bargains. This is how we carry bikes. No worries. SL7 in the garden. Genuine SL7. Yeah, just worry about that. This is the bike we got today. This is an SL4 Tarmac, one of my favourite Tarmacs. Beautiful bike. Just bought this today off a local rider. And let's get some lights on here. Beautiful bike. Bought it from Shane, so thanks Shane. Shane's a local legend cyclist, bit of a mile monster. So this bike has seen some miles, but Shane is he's a very lean rider. He's about 60 something kilos, or maybe even less. So he's kept in reasonably good condition. It is quite worn, like there's plenty of rim wear. The bearings still feel pretty good in here. Brakes, the Durace 9000 brakes. Got a Ultegra 6800 shifters. Still click through. Still pretty good. Got an FSA carbon bar. We'll strip all this bike and just give it the full inspection. Little Bontrager stem. We did drop the fork out because the SL4s, there is an issue with the SL4 in that they had a big fork recall. And often what they did is they added an extra bit of carbon sleeve inside, which this one has, so that's great. But unfortunately, it's got a bit of a ring of death on there. So I'll do another video about that, but that was a bit of an issue. So Shane had the bike advertised at $1,400 Australian, and once I showed him the fork had an issue, he said, just make it $1,000. I said, oh, it's a fair deal. And I'll try and find myself a spare fork. Got a bit of wear there. So what you always want to do as well, people, is you want to put something over there to protect your frame from wear, because eventually it's like a cavity on the teeth. It'll eventually just wear all the way through, all right, into your dentin, carbon fibre dentin. So put something over that, like some 3M helicopter tape, or just anything, like a patch, and inspect it every time you clean your bike. Every few weeks or so, and you're good to go. Durace brake on the rear. Got an old, remember these S-Works posts from 2004. They come on the Tarmacs, etc. Pretty heavy. This bike, as is 6.96 kilos, no pedals. 6.96 kilos. So not super light. It's a 56, but it's definitely lighter than an SL7. Physique Arione saddle, which I don't like, so I'll probably sell that for $20. Conti 4000s on there. An Ultegra 6800 cassette, 32. Got a GS derail as well, 30, which you don't need. If you want to run a 36, you need one of these, or a 34 cassette. But this is the GS type, meaning it's got a long cage. SS is short, GS is long. You see now the new Ultegras and stuff is quite long, even than the SS. So the GS now can handle a 40. These 6800s can only handle like 34, 36, and the B screw wound all the way in will handle 36, 34, no worries. Got plenty of cable here, so frames in fair condition. The rear hub's really good condition. The wear on the rims quite concave, so they're sort of giving up the ghost a bit there. But otherwise, a really nice bike. Durace, I've got a 5236 on there, so I'll swap that out for a 34, 5034. Ultegra front derailleur. This is the SL4 Tarmac, one of the best ones they ever made. A few little scratches and nicks and stuff like that, but that's no biggie. And yeah, otherwise a fantastic bike. So this cost me $1,000 Australian. It's legit Tarmac. It's not fake. It's not stolen. And yeah, so sort of deals on Facebook Marketplace now because of rim brakes, disc brakes, sorry, taken over. Rim brakes are worth not much at all. So that's how I get a sub 7 kilo bike. Basically just bought this for YouTube reviews, tax write-off, and we'll compare it to the SL7, do some power tests, etc. But I already know from owning these bikes before, these just crush the SL7, absolutely crush the SL7. What I'll do with this bike is I'll just strip it, bare bones strip it, we'll weigh the frame, etc. I'm going to make it a bit of a weight weenie bike, because this one doesn't have paint on there. You can see the carbon underneath, it's just a lacquer there. So these frame sets are quite light. I'd say estimate this one's probably around 880 grams, which the new SL7 is about that as well, with paint. So this is why these are a lot stiffer, because these have more carbon in there. There's more carbon in the frame, makes it stiffer than the SL7, which we have in the garden for snails and slugs. Because I mean, it's a slug, it's in the hands of the sluggers, but this is a rocket. So we'll plant it next to some rocket. These SL4s are incredible bikes, man, incredible bikes. But again, ring of death. thing of death is unfortunately a flaw, and it's a proprietary fork, so getting a new fork, matching fork, quite tough. But this is by Contador, Saxo Tinkerbank, Peter Sagan, etc. Crushwick, all the hitters back in the day really raved about. SL4, classic specialized product, classic. Get one in mint condition, inspect the fork, you're good to go.